In Fusion, there's some select tools that are incredibly powerful, great time savers when working with features and assemblies. But there are options you need to know and specific keyboard selection tools you'll also want to know. So in Fusion, I've created a pretty complex sketch and I want to do an extrude. So if I hit E for extrude and now start to select, I'm going to struggle to get all of this selected. As I use my Windows Select tool, you'll notice that it's kind of doing the inversion of each selection. It's excluding the thing that I already had, but then adding. That's maybe not what I wanted. We're using the selection tool in the top right. There's three that we're going to cover today: Window Selection, Freeform, and Paint. When it comes to a sketch, I'm going to use Window or Freeform. Let's start with Window. With the Window Selection, when you drag from the left to the right versus the right to the left, you're going to get two very different results. The way that I remember this is if it's trending to the right, it's more conservative. If it's trending to the left, it's more liberal. So when I trend to the right, it's only going to grab the entities that are fully in the box. If we drag to the left, it's going to grab anything the box touches. Now back to this original example, when I hit extrude, I'm wanting to select certain portions. Maybe I want to do all of these interior profiles. And it's tricky when I'm using my box select to try to get all of them. So you can use two different buttons on your keyboard. One is Control or Command on a Mac. The other is Shift. When I hold Command or Control and I box select, it's basically deselecting anything that you want. Now, if we try Shift, I'm going to select this first portion, and now we'll do Shift again, and I'll grab some more of it. What's cool about this is it's adding with each selection. As I add a little bit more, those get added on. It's not removing any. Now, if you said, how do I come in and remove a small portion? I'd go to Control or Command, and I now do the selection of that area. It's going to remove it. So if we hold Shift, it's going to grab everything that we get in the box and add that in, but not this larger portion here that wasn't fully selected. We could now extrude cut this. Very similar is the freeform selection, and this lets you create a boundary or kind of more organic shape. When we drag to the clockwise direction, it's going to be more specific and only select the things we want. If we were to drag to the left in a counterclockwise, it's going to grab everything. So I can use the Shift method and just sort of piece this together, and then I can hold Control or Command to get rid of the things that I don't necessarily want included. When I'm back in my sketch level, if I were to select an entity, it's going to grab that line. But if I double click on it, it's actually going to grab the complete chain of that entity. In this case, it's a slot, and it grabs the entire slot. So remember that double click trick. That can be really helpful in certain cases. Now let's say that we're trying to add a fillet to this solid model. Let's say that we want to select a bunch of these little tiny edges for our fillet. We now know that if we do a Windows Shift, it's going to select just that edge, but it doesn't. It actually grabbed faces and edges. We're no longer dealing with one single sketch. There's a little more complexity, and that introduces the ability to use selection priority as a little bit of a shortcut. If I just say only give me edges. Now, when we're in this fillet dialog, if I were to box select right here, it's only going to grab this edge. If I hold Shift and try to grab the edge down below, it also grabs that, and it's adding it to our selection menu. If we now do the same thing, we're just going to grab these little edges holding Shift and using our Windows Select. That makes a little bit quicker work of what could be a tricky selection. Now, one big reminder, when you're dealing with features, you want to be aware of this tangent chain. With this selected, it wants to grab anything that has tangency in its corresponding edges. So like, for example, this line that goes into this arc, that has tangency. So when I select it, Fusion wants to grab that entire series of lines and arcs because they all have tangency to each other, and now it wants to apply a fillet to that whole thing. That's great if that's what you need to grab all 7 edges, but when you're trying to grab one edge, for example, If I wanted to just grab this edge, I can't because of the tangent chain. So instead, I turn off tangent chain. Now it will let me select one edge. Now let's look at this third option, this paint selection. This really only applies to objects, components, bodies, not to sketch items. So if I turn on this paint selection and click it, we'll want to make sure that we're only selecting using the filters. So I'll hit select all and then hit it again. That clears the selection. Select through can be nice when you're trying to select through things to grab more than one item where it's maybe on the back side of your component. I want to grab some bodies. So I'll select the body. And now if I go to paint, it's only going to paint the bodies that it touches. Trying again, we can now go to the edges instead. And so if I paint, it's only going to paint these edges that I care about. Let's say you wanted to fillet this cube. I'd hit fillet. Remember that you can just simply use your Windows select to select everything at once to apply a bunch of fillets. That's going to grab every single edge on this design. And if I drag the fillet to a certain size, click OK, we now have this fillet. Now, what if instead, as far as selections go, if I go to fillet and simply select a face, that will grab all the edges that are touching that face or part of that face. And now we've got these fillets on these edges that were a part of that face. Now, one thing that's tricky with Fusion is sometimes you're trying to select this component and all I keep getting are edges, or sometimes you can't select an edge. Always check to make sure that your selection filter is turned on, showing you what you care about. I only have edges turned on. If I do the select all, now it's going to allow me to pick just about anything. When I select this component, it's going to highlight it over here in the browser. You can see this kind of hatching that happens. And so that's telling me that that's the component that I selected. And another really powerful selection tool in Fusion is the ability to select from a menu. So what I want to do is come down where that plane is. I can barely see it. It's behind this component. Ideally, I would just hide this component, and now these planes are easy to select. But sometimes that's just not efficient to have to hide and show everything. So now instead, go to the plane, click and hold with your left click, and you'll get this menu. And in this menu, it lets you select anything that was under the cursor. So in this case, the face, that plane was under the cursor, as well as some of these edges that were right under the cursor when I was selecting. If I hit this YZ, it will select just that plane that we had in mind, and now we can start the next feature. Hey, thanks so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.